Hey yo, Bing Bong, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the UFC
Bing bong.
podcast 269. As you can see, I got my brother Suarez, I got Dino with the small hat, I got Clack, we could barely see him. Within light, we got my man D from the fucking B row. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up,
It
man?
was good, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sending those links out, so don't worry about it, gentlemen.
Say that.
Yo, big fucking fight going on right now. Big fucking fights. We got Oliveras versus the fucking hillbilly Dustin Poirier. We have Amanda Nunes, the biggest dyke in the world, versus Julian Pena with the crimson chin.
Yo, chill. She's not a dyke.
We got Sean O'Malley versus, we don't know who he's fighting, but we know he's gonna kick some ass. We fucking also got who else we got? We got Cody Barbrandt. We got that guy too. We got him. He's fighting.
Yeah,
Dominic Cruz is fighting in the prelims. Fucking Tua, the fucking guy that drinks liquor out his damn shoe. We got that idiot.
No.
It's gonna be a festival, gentlemen. What's going on?
What's happening?
Hey, yo, man,
Poirier
Amanda
is
knew
gonna
it.
feel
Not a
fucking
dyke,
stupid.
man. Stop disrespecting her.
That's the biggest dyke. What do you mean?
I don't think anyone could have made a better intro than Choo Choo just now, man. That was great. That was great. That was awesome.
Yo, I'm sending those links so y'all could broadcast that out to the fucking universe. You feel me?
Hey, what's going on with your fight in that one what's her name? That one dude girl, whatever the fuck you're going after.
Hey, that dude's a fucking pussy. I told him I don't even need to train for his bitch ass, Elena McLaughlin. I want to fight you still, and we can fucking fight in the blizzard. We can fight in Mexico, wherever this man, boy, girl, whatever, we could do it anywhere, man. I'm trying to tell him we could fight this fight anywhere, man. I could put gloves on, we could go bar and knuckle, we could tie one hand behind our back, do it all, man.
The funny part is she's gonna kick your ass, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
You don't really believe that.
Man, we went through that debate already about training versus natural aggression.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all telling me that a man that transformed into a woman could beat me? Have y'all seen her performance against that lady she fought against? Did y'all see it?
Now, what's your opinion on it?
She was getting pieced up. The man that turned into a woman was getting pieced up. The only thing is, women aren't as strong as men naturally, right? Bone density, we could go scientific, we could go geographically, we could go any sort of way. Clear cut, men are stronger than women. It's just in the bone mass and the muscles and all that. And she was getting pieced up. Is that she took it to the ground, choked her out, and then she lost, right? So we all know that I will win, right? Who is in a disagreement of this?
I think all of
I
us.
ain't gonna lie, I'm going with you. It's a fact.
All right, so let's just put this out. Let's just put this out there, right? Everything you said sounds great, but did or did she or did not win? Did she win?
Yeah, she won.
Right,
so she did win.
Cool,
Correct.
good. We'll leave that right there. So there's proof that she at least has a W under her belt. Where is yours?
I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this.
I just want to know.
I'm undefeated in the streets, and that's all that matters, right? Never took an L unless I was jumped. If I wasn't jumped, I most likely took that W. So if we're gonna go, like, I'm the underground king when it comes to this MMA shit, bro. I'm telling you, you want to do grappling? I got that. I got the elbows. I don't got the leg kicks. The leg kicks, I could train with Suarez and I could get those leg kicks down pat, right? But pretty much for the most part, I got the ground and pound, bro. I'm telling you, man.
So
to be honest,
before I let you move on, go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, like to be honest, he beat a girl, bro. That's not. We're not even gonna count that. He beat a woman. Like we talking about man-to-man combat. He 0-0 right now.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got endurance, man. Maybe not right now, but once I start running out there every day for about 30 minutes, get my wind up, I could go 5 rounds with this clown. Suarez see me in action in the Philippines. Suarez,
I know that story.
Tell him what I did to this dude, to these dudes in the Philippines, man.
They made us fucking like grapple or wrestle against a bunch of other motherfuckers, and Choo Choo went up against like the teacher's pet, and literally like did like a Ray Lewis tackled this kid, bent him backwards, and broke his leg in half, and then like. Yeah, and then the instructor was having a heart attack because Choo Choo fucked this kid up, and that was like his prodigy.
And then I beat that fat ass Filipino Marine that they were kept on saying that he was gonna beat me. He was gonna beat me, and I fucking tossed his fat ass around because that's what I do, man. Like I'm naturally instinctive wrestler. And I was telling this to Dino. I was like, Dino, there's like you know how LeBron's just naturally good at basketball? I'm just naturally good at wrestling. You see what I'm saying? That's how it is.
We're going to have this debate again one day with Carlos in here.
That's fine.
I can't wait. So
listen, the main event, Christian Oliveira, the Bronx versus the hillbilly Dustin Poirier, right? Dustin Poirier is coming off a win over Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor unfortunately broke his leg. Now, I do believe UFC should change their rules eventually in the future and would have ruled that as a medical disqualification. But they gave it to Dustin Poirier. I wasn't impressed. So what do you guys see out there? Who are you going for in the main event in tonight's UFC event?
Man, so let me just say right now, there's no doubt I'm pulling for Poirier, and you know why. He's a homeboy of mine. Although he might embarrass us the way DC did and start crying or some shit, so I wouldn't like that. But I'm going to be honest and say I think Oliveira's a better fighter. I want Poirier to do it and stop calling him a fucking hillbilly. And, yeah. But I think Oliveira's going to do it, man.
You said, hold on, quick question. You say Dustin Poirier is your homeboy, right?
Yeah.
Do you own any of his hot sauce products?
No.
So that ain't your homeboy.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So Suarez, since you're the MMA expert, you fucking interview fucking Conor McGregor's, Jorge Masvidal's. What's going on here? Who do you see winning tonight?
I think Dustin's gonna take it. I just think, in my opinion, I think Dustin's gonna take it because Charles can't really take a shot, and when he takes a shot, he's crumbled every time. And Dustin isn't these other fighters that kind of pulls back or tries to find his bearings. No, this motherfucker's gonna kill you. He's gonna rip your head off, and I think he's gonna land that strike that's gonna put Charles away. Now, if it goes to the ground, it's game over. Charles takes that like no hesitation, but I think Dustin takes it finally.
Now, here's the thing, right? Oliveira did take a couple of shots from Michael Chandler in that last championship fight, and Michael Chandler wasn't able to put him away. So with you seeing that he did take a couple of big shots from Chandler, do you see him? I don't see Dustin Poirier as a harder hitter than Michael Gagey, and Michael Gagey wasn't able to put out Michael Chandler. So does that change your opinion there?
Not really, because I think Dustin is more of an accurate striker than Gaethje, where Gaethje's he'll hit you with a Mack truck, but it's not as accurate as the ones that Poirier's got. And I think Poirier is probably top 3 striker in that division. So that's why I got to give it to Poirier, because I think his strike is going to be levels above Oliveira.
Okay. So gentlemen, Clack, Dan, my man Oliveira, his nickname is the Bronx. So I know y'all two brothers are from the Bronx. So who y'all going for in this fight? And please excuse me, I do have to use the restroom.
Make sure you wash your hands. But Oliveira by far, man. That's my guy right there. First of all, I'm not a real big fan of Justin. I'm just not. I know everyone loves him, but I don't. I do think he puts on a fake nice guy act sometimes. Tries to kind of win sympathy votes, if that's the right term that I'm looking for. But I think people don't give Oliveira enough credit in terms of how much he's improved his striking. that was like the one gap in his game, and I think he's worked on it. His last fight, although yes, Suarez, I'll agree with you, right? He did kind of look weak in that first round. I think it showed that he's not afraid. He's not afraid to go toe to toe, right? And he's gonna play to his strengths, right? So unless he's having a dick swinging contest and he's just trying to prove that he's just as good of a striker, I see it going to the ground eventually, sooner rather than later. If I'm his team, I'm making sure that I'm playing to my strength and trying to get this guy to tap out or just suck the air out this guy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, D, what's up, man? Talk to me. What do you see is going on
So,
here, man? Who's getting fucked up tonight,
I'm
man?
not a Dustin. I ain't a Dustin fan, man. He took my boy Greg out, and if you ask me, I don't even think he can strike that good. Connor's one of the best strikers to me in the game, and he went for the legs, bro. He ain't want to go toe to toe with Connor. He took his legs out. Then that's how he took Connor out, and that was out to me. To be honest, I feel like that was both fights. I ain't see him really put nobody out. I just feel like if he going, y'all gonna label him a striker. I want to see him strike and not strike the legs all day. And try to take people's legs out because Conor broke his leg, and then the second one, and then the first one he injured him really bad and then took him out. I ain't see him go toe to toe with nobody yet. So if he don't attack the legs of this guy he's fighting, I think the other guy gonna get him, man. You know I'm going for the Bronx all day, man.
That's an extremely wise individual, and we're gonna segue into the first. What they do. We
Casamigos.
You see what I'm saying here? We trying to get an endorsement here. So here we go. We're trying to. This is Casamigo. This is George Clooney type of stuff. If you're a classy individual, we drink classy drinks over here. All right, gentlemen, ladies out there. All right. So, hey, listen. We're gonna segue into the second co-main event. We have Amanda Nunes versus what's her name? Juliana Pena. Right now, Juliana Pena is from Venezuela. And Suarez is from Venezuela. All right.
I'm Colombian, motherfucker.
It's the same shit, man. Y'all eat fucking zoo animals over there and type of shit like that, right? So listen, I'm actually of the contrary opinion. I actually think this might be a really good fight for Amanda Nunes. Majority of her fights, there has been no competition. We did expect Cyborg to go in there and go 5 rounds with her. Unfortunately, she got taken out in the first round, right? Besides that, Valenchenko, what's her name, Suarez? Shevchenko. She's been only competition for Amanda Nunes, right? So, Suarez, what do you see here going on?
I just think more of the same, man. Juliana's a really good wrestler. She's probably like one of the better wrestlers that Amanda has faced, but I just think Amanda's a fucking monster. You can't stop her. TKO first round, I guess.
Dino, what's up? Talk to me. What do you see going on here?
Yeah, I'm not trying to just copy what Suarez said, but that is how I feel. I feel the exact same way. She's just way too much. I almost feel like they're running out of people for her to go against. So some of these lower tier fighters are going to start going against her, and that's all we got here, I think.
Now, I wouldn't say Pena is relatively a lower tier fighter. I think she's been actually better than the last 2 fighters that Amanda has fought. The white girl and the tall French girl. But I do think this is gonna actually go 3-4 rounds, which I'm excited for because usually when Amanda fights, it goes 1 round and that's it because she's just lights out, right? So that's what I'm seeing. I do see Amanda winning, but unfortunately, Pena wouldn't have that stamina to go 5 rounds with her. Yo, Clack, talk to me. What's going on here with Amanda Nunes, man?
Yeah. Sorry, gentlemen. I had to, get my drink going. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Is that a pimp cup right there?
What happened?
Is that a pimp cup right there?
I keep breaking up a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? It looks nice. My wife got it. That's why I'm gonna leave it at. You know what I mean? But I think Pena's gonna get crunched in 2 rounds early into the second round. Amanda's on a 12-fight win streak. Pena, although you give her a lot of props and whatnot, she's only had 4 fights in the last 4 years, and out of those 4 fights, she's only won 50%, which alternatively on the other end of that spectrum means she lost 50% of her fights. And you said that she, calls out Amanda over the last week or so, and that's great. But they say the smallest dogs. As you saw in the face-off, her hands were shaking, like there was an earthquake under her, and she realizes now that damn, all that talking, all that calling out is great for trying to sell a fight, but Amanda's the real deal. So I see her knocking Pena out within the second round, probably not even halfway through that second round. That's just my opinion.
D, what's up, man? What you see is going on here, man?
Yo,
we
man,
got the biggest dyke in the game.
when y'all talk about the GOAT, listen, man. When you say Amanda Nunes, please say GOAT. Don't exclude the GOAT. She is currently the GOAT, bro. She's not to play with. She done beat on Cyborg, who's probably half man. I don't, bro, that she stood no chance. And Cyborg would probably beat the girl he's fighting now. So I just feel like she just got too much punching power, bro. She boxed like a god, bro. And she throw them shits. If you look at how she throw them, she don't let up. And if you try to grab her, she's most likely gonna push off of you and keep punching you. So I mean, maybe if you get it to the ground, you may have a chance. I mean, I feel like that's probably the only chance. But she one of them people that's not gonna want to go to the ground. And if you're from the streets, man, we don't like to be on the floor, and you know how to get about that jam and wrestle your way back up. I don't see her going down. I'm with Clack. I say first, second round knockout. I don't see her going 5 rounds. Hell no.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the final stamp of approval on this shit, right? That shit is going 4 rounds. I don't care what nobody say, man. It's gonna be Amanda Nunes, one of her better fights of her career, right? Because she hasn't really had any competition. Even though I do think Cyborg will beat her the second fight, but that's beside the point, right? So we're gonna segue into different topics, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a little UFC. Unfortunately, Leon Edwards wasn't able to fight Jorge Masvidal, right? And they've removed him off the card. So we're gonna transition. Now, the next topic we're gonna talk about is: did the media treat Trump or Biden better so far, right? So far during the Biden administration, he's been in office for let's say 8 months, 10 months. How long Biden's been in office for?
Since November.
10 months, man.
10 months, right? So we're gonna say, did the media treat Trump or Biden better so far? And what is your opinion? Dino, what's going on? Talk to me.
Man, I got to be honest, man. I think it's about equal, but you got to see which bit of media that you're talking about. I hadn't had cable or satellite in a long time, and I just now got MSNBC back, and I decided to watch it a few times, and I swear every damn time I can put it on, and they're still talking about January 6th or Trump or just whatever. They won't get off of it. But if you watch a lot of the stuff that you and I always talk about, man, it's definitely slanted towards dogging Biden. And I even think, honestly, man, that Jimmy Fallon's been a little fair in his humor lately. He makes fun of Biden a lot. So I'm not really hopping on the bandwagon saying that, that they're giving Biden a pass. I really don't think so this time. And especially with the public, man, Let's Go Brandon just took off.
Okay. Yo, D, talk to me, man. Who did they treat better? Was it Biden or was it Trump? What's going on out here, man? Let me know live from the Bronx, man.
This is like, listen, Trump, I don't know, man. Because it's like, I was so up in the air with everything. Like, when Biden was first running and everybody, everybody was pro Biden. Everybody's like, Biden, and, he's going to come in, be the change. And that, I to be honest, I think the light they setting on him now, it may be more negative than how it was when he first was running. But I don't know, bro. They love Trump too. As much as they talked about him, a lot of people loved him. I would say the media probably. I would say it's fairly even, but maybe Biden might be getting a little bit more. I feel like it might be a little bit more negative now because of the way people are portraying him and what he's doing. The promises he made and everything. He's trying to tell people, he got everybody's vote and did what he wanted to do. And I just feel like, the media is going to do what they want to do, but the people, obviously, we got the, what I'm saying, we're going to speak out our minds all the time. And I would say if it goes to Trump or Biden, who's more negative, I'm going to go with Biden right now.
Suarez, talk to me, man.
I feel like I agree with Dino. Like, it depends on what media you're looking at. Obviously, you're always going to get bias and all that bullshit. However, I would say Trump probably got it worse just because I feel like Biden doesn't have the social media companies coming at him the same way that Trump did. He didn't have Biden doesn't have the same mediums that, went after Trump's neck. So that's why I would say, like, maybe Biden's getting it a little easier. Trump only had the backing of the people that voted for him and like his platform. He did, like, Biden doesn't have, Hollywood and the music industry and the, NBA and all the social media bullshit coming after him. So that's why I think Biden probably had it easier because he's had less people coming after his neck. But it definitely depends on who you're listening to.
That's a good point.
Clack. Now,
I mean,
hammer
you're gonna
this
agree with
in,
everyone
man.
else.
Hammer it in, man. What's going on here? Who's treating who worse, man?
I'm gonna agree with everyone else, right? It really depends on what station you're tuned into and whatnot. I just find it very interesting, right? So when Trump took office, right, everyone focused on his personality, and we expected him to do terrible in terms of like just his policy and just how the economy would look under him, right? Where it actually performed a lot better than people expected. And all of the media press was around how bad of an individual he is in his personal life or some quotes he says, right? Whereas for Biden, well, not me personally, but for some odd reason, the world expected him to do great, right? But he's doing shit, like literally shit. But it's I feel like it's equal, and it's because you can't avoid it, right? It's so blatantly obvious that Biden isn't doing a great job that if they were to ignore the fact that he's not doing a great job, you would clearly see that bias, right? So again, that's just my long-winded way of saying that I feel both individuals have a bad press, but it depends on which stations you're tuning into.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man, because I'm gonna give it to you the real deal. I'm not gonna be political here. I'm not gonna fucking mess my words here because y'all are live in this channel and you wanna not look like a bad guy. I'm gonna tell you right now, they treated Trump way worse, man. Anyone telling me different, smack yourself right now, right? I'm gonna tell you this right now. Every single day, people on social media, people on the media was on Trump meat rack. Okay? People were trying to get famous just talking shit about Trump. So they'll talk shit about Trump every day just to get famous. Okay? So yeah, Biden is just doing a bad job. So of course they're gonna criticize him. You can't even hide how bad of a job he's doing. With Trump, it was like, okay, he's doing a good job, ladies and gentlemen, but he's bad and he's racist. Like they will always pull out some shit that like was irrelevant. Like, okay, he said some mean things to you. He said some inappropriate things to you because you probably talk shit about him. But at the end of the day, everyone that Trump talks shit about, they talk shit about him first, and he responds. So I don't know what y'all thought, but this is America, and he's from New York, and he's a real New Yorker. If you talk shit about me, I don't care who it is. We're talking shit back. That's just how we do it, right, D?
Yes, sir.
So why can't my man Trump talk shit when everyone else talking shit? Can you tell me that, D?
Yo, listen, I miss Trump right now. I ain't even gonna lie. My boy the way he was moving with the pandemic, the way he was moving with the vaccine, everything, man. I feel like he would have handled it totally different. Like I said, I guess people was just so wrapped around trying to get him out that they thought Biden was the savior, and Biden ain't shit. That motherfucker doing whatever he want. He forcing people to get vaccines. He making motherfuckers do their job. So you made an excellent point with the media. So that's what I'm saying. Like Trump got a lot of love. That's why I was a little confused about the question. But the media hated him, and they hated him because of the way he was. You know what I'm saying? He was a well-loved person, but at the same time, you know, it's like everything's political, so they don't want to push that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to push on his agenda. They don't want to push what he likes or what he does. So the news, the TV, Twitter, celebrities, they all gonna hate that because everybody's in the same realm of, you know, trying to do the right thing, and they want different, but they didn't want this different, and I didn't want this different. So I'm with you right now. The point he made was perfect, and they just, no matter what that man did, bro, they bashed him.
Mm. All right. So you brought up a very important point, right? Where in New York City currently, Mayor De Blasio is announcing private sectors must be vaccinated as of December 27th, right? Now, a lot of people may think, oh, Eric Adams, the new mayor, has nothing to do with this. This is all De Blasio. Eric Adams basically said that, oh, De Blasio's putting him in a bad position. All right. But when you're in the political game and when you're in the political world, you very know much. You have to read in between the lines, right? So Mayor Eric Adams is basically saying that he will not overrule De Blasio's order, right? Because he's well within his power to just simply, okay, De Blasio made this mandate. And I could simply overdo it, just as every predecessor of every president does. Obama was in office, Trump did his thing and made everything better. Biden did his own thing and made everything worse. So, for the gentlemen that are out there in New York City, just understand that Eric Adams is more of the same. He studied under the tutelage of Mayor De Blasio. So, Suarez, what's going on out here, man? Do you think Eric Adams is saving face, or you just think he's just knows he's already a one-term mayor?
I'll be straight up, man. I don't, and you know I love you. I got a lot of friends from New York, but just like California, man, I don't get y'all state. I do not understand New York or California because your guys' states has been like nose diving for years, and you guys are just like sitting back, like watching the show happen, and and it's just I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like more of the same. And explain this to me because like I said, I'm not from New York. I don't really know much of New York, but kind of like how Virginia has like small pockets where it's mostly a red state, but it just has like two big cities that always pulls it to blue. Is that how it is in New York? Like most of the state kind of swings one way, but there's just like the city that just pulls it to the left, or how does that go?
So basically, in New York City votes majority Democrat because a lot of the voting precincts, are near projects. So those, and I know this because someone related to me, they just be voting, and even though they have a criminal record. So I'm not gonna say no names because we're not snitching over here, right? Okay, but we just know how the game is going, okay? And what happens is they send all the people from the school into the projects, and they tell the old lady, ma'am, would you want to vote Democrat? And they say, yes, ma'am, I'll vote whoever you tell me to vote for, right? And would you give me $20 in food stamps? And they say, yeah. And then they get in that vote. They're getting that good Democratic vote. You know what I'm saying? So, Yo, D, am I lying?
Yeah, $20 in food stamps is crazy, bro. Yeah, that's so.
So Suarez, how it's going is the public school that's already near the projects is already whooping their constituency to already knock down those already 2,000 voters, 3,000 voters, and they all vote in D, and you know that 95% of the time, right? So Suarez, Dino.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna hop in here, man. For Suarez, I can maybe help you out a little bit. I'm a native of New Orleans, but I lived in New York for a long time, and hence that's how I know Chew, whatever. So I think I was able to see it from a different point of view, and being a middle-aged white dude, man, I was living in like a super liberal area, even though I'm not, like by far. And man, I could tell you for sure that a lot of those people that will keep voting for these policies and these politicians over and over again, they will continue to do it. They feel that anything that's going wrong right now is better than the other side, whatever it would bring. Like they would rather be in a city full of whatever, homelessness, crime, whatever, versus being in, Florida or Texas. And actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and throw out a quick true story, man. This is nuts. I was riding my bike around the village one day, and there was some dude who was like an overly effeminate hipster kind of guy, So there's no way that you'd look at this dude and think that he's some like gun-toting Texan or whatever, But he had a T-shirt on that said "Don't mess with Texas," and for real, this old lady grabbed him and started yelling at him. Saying Amnesty International says that Texas is one of the worst states for violence and prison population and this, that, and the other thing. Don't you dare wear a shirt like that around here. And then the guy just defended himself like, lady, it's just a T-shirt that I bought at a thrift shop. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But the point is, New York City's got a lot of those people in it. And that's a huge part of the voting bloc, and they're not going to be swayed into another way of thinking.
Now, Clack, I'm going to ask you a quick question, Clack. Clack, poor people from the projects, all they care about is their welfare, their social security, and their mother freaking food stamps, right? So this is the truth, D. Come on, man.
So you can't say niggas only care about that, bro.
They only care about that. The elderly people only care about that.
Copy.
So, Clack, tell me, right? When you feel that is at jeopardy and the rhetoric is only, Republicans are going to do this. Republicans are going to do that. The Republicans are going to take $150 off your food stamps. Who do you think they're going to vote for?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The first thing is that statement that you made earlier about the welfare and the food stamps. You did a great job of stirring me up because that was some ignorant shit. That's number one. But number two, if we're talking specifically about the older demographic, right? And like you just said, right, they're constantly being told that the Republicans are going to do this to them, right? They're not much like the people on this cast here, right, where you'll hear this or a fact, and then go down the wormhole and search on Google or DuckDuckGo for hours, right? They are taking what they're hearing on the TV, right, or wherever they get their news from at face value. So I would say, if they're hearing something and they're constantly being fed it. And Dino has pointed out to me in the past that there would be a story or a newspaper will have two completely different covers based on where it's, where the shops are at, right? Mm-hmm. And that's just a form of manipulation. And we know that happens all the time. So I can't really blame that older demographic for feeling the way they feel about Republicans or whatever the topic is. But I just want to circle back around and say you're a dick because that was not true. That stuff you said about welfare and food stamps. But
hold on. What's going on here, man?
Come on, I know
you dick, man.
This is why, this is why he got me on here. Just for this.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, I'm well aware of this, bro.
I'm telling you this from personal experience because I congregated amongst these people, so I know the general sentiment. The general sentiment is, oh my God, they're gonna take my food stamp. Oh my God, they're gonna take my Social Security. And I'm telling you, that's a general sentiment because the Democrats been brainwashing people for so long. And let me broadcast this, right? I'm not saying Republicans are much better. They're just a little bit better. They're a bunch of pussies. They're really afraid of the Democrats. But at the end of the day, they're a little bit better than Democrats. Democrats, they wanna fucking make sure you're not drinking a liter of Pepsi. The Democrats want to make sure that your children is 5 years old and getting vaccinated before they go into McDonald's. The Democrats is the niggas that are making sure that everyone needs to be vaccinated in order to work, right? So at the end of the day, Republicans aren't doing this. Doesn't mean they're better. It just means they're slightly better. So I'm just telling you the general sentiment because my mother, God bless her heart, she knows basically the whole entire neighborhood, right? And when you congregate with the whole entire neighborhood and you understand their brain length, and they're like, "Oh, my food stamps! Oh, my social security!"
God
Like,
damn, Choo.
Yeah, this nigga's going crazy.
and you know what time it is, right? They're not gonna
Right.
ever vote in the interest that's not beyond social security, food stamps, and whatever you call it. You see what I'm saying? So
Man.
clap. So Dino, close this off on this section right here.
All right, Clack. See if you know what I'm talking about, man. What's my saying about Republicans and Democrats?
So Democrats say, fuck you, but I'm doing this for your well-being. And Republicans just say, fuck you, this is what it is. That's me paraphrasing, but that's the overall idea.
That's right. And I got one other question because something neat just happened. Suarez, was that an entire bottle of Tito's you just swigged from?
Yeah.
I like that, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna let y'all gentlemen know, when me and Suarez was in Japan, this guy would literally have drinking parties, and they'll be so drunk that they would turn off the lights and get nightsticks and just throw it around in his room. Like these Colombians
Yeah,
could drink now. They could drink
That
in
don't sound
Colombia.
like fun.
Yo,
And
before
it
I
works
change the
hard.
subject, hold on, too. Before you change the subject, right? Let me speak on that Democrat and the Republican thing, right? Because I understand what you're saying about people on welfare. Like, I've been working like social services for a while, right? So I do understand, like, you know, how much. There's a lot of people in public assistance. There's a lot of people who solely depend on government assistance, government funding. Like, you know, that they just don't want to do nothing. They may. So I don't like to categorize people because I do know a lot of hardworking individuals in the city. You know, I know a lot of people who get up, bust their ass every day. So I do get where Chu's coming from, where he doesn't want to show no type of consideration, basically, for the people who want to sit on their ass and collect, which I get. You know what I'm saying? If you're just gonna sit there and base your vote or base your political views on if you're going to get food stamps or not, then that's kind of crazy to me, you know. But we are a capitalist system, so how much do you want to get up and get money? How much do you want to get up and be successful? How much do you want to get up and, you know, do what you have to do for yourself? Well, when you see some of these people, I just feel like me, I base my views on whether I like it or not. I'm not a political person at all. But if you speak some shit to me and I hear it and I'm like, you know, I go based on my freedoms and you know, me just being a human and a citizen in America, I'm like, that don't sound right to me. You know, whether it's food stamps or no food stamps, whether it's job or no job, certain things aren't right. And he does have a point, but I wouldn't say everybody in New York or the Bronx vote like that. But there is a big population of people who just want to collect and sit on the ass. And, you know, maybe it's a lot of things that come with public assistance and not being able to work in, but that's a whole deeper conversation. But I feel like to just base your view solely on that, man, that's kind of selling yourself short. Everybody should do your research, whether you're on welfare or you get 9 to 5. Even if you're rich, you should, you know what I'm saying, base your point on how much does it affect you, you know, as a human, not like, you know, when it comes to like money or food stamps, those type of things. I feel like, nah, man, you should do more as a person to figure those things out.
So just for clarification, right? I'm not saying everyone in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Queens are saying these things. I'm just saying the elderly population, the population that's over 50 years old, 60 years old. And this is no scientific experiment. I'm just saying, gauging it based upon my experiences and through life. Because my mother, she knows a lot of elderly people.
Mhm.
And from the experience that I experienced, majority of the elderly people are on that type of time, right? So I'm not saying that, you know, the demographic of people under 50 years old is saying that, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying majority of people over 50 years old that I have encountered in the projects, they're on that type of time, right? My mother is brainwashed, like literally brainwashed by the media. She will literally believe anything the local media says, right? I love my mother. God bless her heart. But she's gullible to the media susceptibility, right? Because she doesn't have that training that me and Suarez has. She doesn't have that training that me and Dino has. You see what I'm saying? We could read between the lines, you know. That's what all I'm saying is that majority of the elderly people, people are the ones that vote. It's not the younger crowd that vote. It's the elderly people that vote. You see what I'm saying? And when it comes in terms to voting for local precincts and local districts, who do you think is voting? It's not the younger people. It's the elderly people. The people that's 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. They're the ones that's voting, right? So any final opinions on that?
If you gentlemen don't mind, I just wanted to kind of say that there really isn't a difference, right, between the person on welfare or public assistance that's voting to keep their assistance and the $50 million guy, right? There's really only three reasons why a person votes at all, right? The first one is for self, right, and that's going to be their current situation. The second one is maybe to improve their current situation. The third is probably for future generations, such as their family. And regardless of the scenario, if I'm a person on welfare, I'm voting for Biden or I'm voting for Trump because I think that this candidate here is going to be the best person that is going to allow me to continue to live the lifestyle I have if I like it, or to change it if I don't like it. And the very same thing is on the opposite end of that spectrum if it's a rich person, right? Adrian Broner, right? He voted for Trump and he was very vocal about it because he was not a fan of Biden saying that he's going to tax him more than Donald Trump was. So although I understand the stigma around the older generation voting for a certain political party because they're maybe on welfare and they may not be trained to read in between the lines, I don't see a big difference between that old lady with a cane who's on public assistance versus that person who has $100 million. Either way, they're voting for what's in their best interest. And I can't fault them for that too much. So that's just my 2 cents.
Okay, so just for me to interject, right? That Adrian Broner person, right, who's worth $1 million, who can absolutely create a job and create more work for other individuals. Now, I do see your point. What's that thing where they call where you just vote for one thing and that's who you're voting for, right? One topic voter. Is that the correct term, ladies and gentlemen?
It might be. I'm not sure.
Are y'all familiar with that term?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I'm fucking drunk. Suarez, you want to talk, man?
Yeah, you're on mute, Suarez.
We can't hear you, bro. You're on mute. Yo, Dino, what's going on, man? Is that hat killing your brain cells?
Man, get the fuck out of here. It fits just fine.
All right.
Yo, I love that response.
Yo, that was a wonderful response, man. That was very New Yorker, man. Like, very New Yorker, man.
All right, talking about how should people vote when it comes to like the benefits or assistance or their economic situation. One big aspect now that has started popping up, especially like during the Obama era, is how should people vote in terms of their race and their culture, because that is now a huge factor that is swaying people one way. When, in my opinion, it should, when that candidate is going to start fucking with, let's say, your religious beliefs, or they stand for something that's going to interfere with who you are as in your religious aspect, things like that. But a lot of people vote a certain way, especially like, us minorities, we vote blue just because we're fucking used to that shit. And I know for me, I grew up, we try to get my family here to Columbia, and we had a Democrat for a mayor, and we talked to his ass to like help us with the paperwork and shit. We paid like $5,000 just to get like rejected and to get an envelope from them saying like, thank you for coming to us. Like, would you donate to our campaign type of bullshit? But that would be my question to you guys is like, how do you guys view the whole racial aspect of voting and the way that, people kind of like identify with candidates?
All right, so we're going to bring Dino into the mix, man. Dino, being that you're the only white guy here,
yeah, man. So
give us that perspective we're not seeing.
Yeah, I really can't give a different perspective. I actually agree with Suarez, on a lot of this, or really with what everybody said. But I can just say for sure, that it's a problem across the board. Everyone does it. you know? So you might not have, some like trailer park, redneck, whatever, saying, I'm voting for the white guy because he's white, because most people are running that are white anyway. But they're going to say, I'm not going to vote for a specific white person because he likes black people, or I'm not going to vote for Obama because he's black, or whatever.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing, like like you were saying, like a lot of people voted for Obama because he's black. It's like everybody's guilty of doing it, just depends on to what extent. And then I think that this can even segue back into what Clack was saying, is that I don't really, man, I try to walk the line between faulting everybody about this and then blaming the media, because they know people are going to listen to them, and that's how they paint the pictures, and that's how they guide everybody.
All right, gentlemen. So we're gonna transfer off this topic, and we're gonna talk about how recently Ghislaine Maxwell currently said that she believes that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered. Now, I will believe that the vast majority of people in this um, stream do believe as well. But D, I do want your take on this. What's going on here, man? They did murder Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell, they're not talking about her trial. They're trying to avoid it at all. Stops and breaks. So what's going on here, man?
So that's this the girl that was rolling with him, right? She was with him the whole time.
That's a fact.
Like
That's a
basically, like
fact.
yeah. So I mean, like everything is like they just like we was talking about earlier. The media is gonna put out what they want. They whatever picture they want to paint, and I feel like them not giving us access to the trial or things like that. Who knows what they may be trying to cover up? I mean, the guy story that got killed or killed himself, that whole shit is like a mix of mystery. You gotta pick and choose what you want to believe. And us, we're gonna think, like I may think he got killed in there because he was on the verge of, saying some shit that people ain't probably want him to say. But at the same time, it's like, what do we really know? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So them not showing her trial, who knows what agenda they got and not trying to show it, or not trying to give like us access to the things that's being said or what the questioning. And I don't know, man. To me, it's weird. That whole situation is weird. Fam is dead. And that girl, man. Let's see what happens with the outcome of it. Then maybe we'll get more insight to it.
So I just want to put this out to the atmosphere, right? Being that Ghislaine Maxwell does believe that Jeffrey Epstein was killed in prison, do you guys think that possibly she's maybe not revealing certain things because she fears that her life is at jeopardy? If you're in agreement with me or have any dissenting opinions regarding that fact, let me know. But that's my opinion on the state of affairs here. So anyone want to commentate on that?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Who? All right, I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily that she's holding back because she's scared of being off, but I mean she might be. I think we also got to look at what the prosecution's doing. A lot of times in cases like this, we've all seen it. They want to go after the bigger fish, so they'll offer a deal. A deal if she starts talking and turning in bigger people, like the clients of theirs. They didn't offer her a deal, and the prosecution's already rested its case. So to me, this whole case just looks like one big dog and pony show. They're going to prosecute her. She's going to take the fall. All of these big dudes, which are pretty much everybody rich and powerful that you can think of, none of them are going to go down for it. And they're saying that they're holding off a lot of information in order to protect the victims, but that's bullshit. It's to protect the clients of Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, back and Suarez, what's up? Let's talk to me, man.
How crazy? How fucking crazy is it, man? Like, out of all the trials that are going on right now, this is honestly, it's not even top 3 in my opinion. If you look at Kyle Rittenhouse and Jussie Smollett, that's literally the top 2 fucking trials right now. That the majority of the fucking dorks online are all fucking sucking the CNN titty right now. That's what they're paying attention to. They don't give a fuck that the Clintons were on some flight log 27 times and that they got a painting of Bill Clinton over a fireplace in like red panties and shit. And like all these huge names that are in this trial, like no one gives a fuck. But the Kyle Rittenhouse and fucking Jussie Smollett, banging some fucking Nigerian, doing coke with them in a fucking eating Subway or whatever. That's important. That's what matters.
Yo,
what's going on here? My man just spinning a lot of truth bombs out there, man.
So, first and foremost, I want to correct Suarez. There's a reason why Jussie Smollett should be the number one case. He's the gay Tupac. That's number one. Okay. So he self-proclaimed, but he said it. So once you stamp yourself that name, it got to be number one.
That's crazy.
But I agree with you 100%, man. So here's the thing, right? This is the only thing I worry about at night when it comes to this trial, because truth be told, I don't care that he's dead or not, right? But I wonder if it's either A, because he was assassinated simply to kind of save.
They fucking erased all his footage from his fucking cell.
Yeah, I'm with you there, right? But here's my thing. My thinking is this, right? Is either for what most of us on this podcast believe, right? It was a huge cover up, or it could be a person who thought that, hey, this guy's a absolute asshole. He's a pervert, the biggest pervert of all time. I'm doing the world a service. That's the only thing that I really think about sometimes. But either way, it doesn't matter, right? Who cares what this chick thinks, right? At the end of the day, she aided the biggest pervert in the history of the world, in my opinion, unless somebody knows somebody else.
Pedophile.
Yeah, pedophile, sorry, right? So he's the biggest pedophile in the history of the world, in my opinion.
No. Not the biggest. The biggest is that fucking pervert from the England. Dino, who is he?
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile. Ladies and gentlemen, do your Googles. Jimmy Savile. He fucking used to rape kids in hospitals. He's
I don't know. True. I think the Catholic Church has everybody beat on that one, bro. The Catholic Church is that.
Yeah, you're right, man.
You are right. You're right. I give you that one. You are right.
You should have had the drum set up. You should have hit him with the didn't.
Totally, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good so, let me tell you right now, right? Clearly, Ghislaine Maxwell is not getting the fanfare that people would imagine. Jussie Smollett is getting all the coverage. Kyle Rittenhouse is getting all the coverage. So Ghislaine Maxwell, we just want to put that on the back burner. And I'm speaking as if I'm someone who's in the media industry and they're very high executive, and they're saying, this doesn't really do us any service. Let's put that on the back burner, right? Because that's how you got to think about this sort of things, right? You got to think about how does this damage their friends and their reputations, credibility, right? As you can see, Bill Gates, he got divorced because his wife said he was too cool with Jeffrey Epstein and all that crap. So this is the unfortunate reality. Anyone else have any dissenting opinions?
Not on that.
Nah, bro. He said it.
Right.
Once you mention gay Tupac getting coverage, that's it, bro. They don't want to show that shit if they showing Jussie Smollett, bro. They got other things going on, bro. It's over.
All right, so we're gonna skip into Ahmaud Arbery, Kyle Rittenhouse, and Jussie Smollett, right? So I'm gonna say this is maybe a little controversial, but I do believe if you're in a carry state and you do charge someone that does have a gun and you do wrestle over that gun, I believe that's self-defense, right? Now, in terms of the Travis Michaels, they look like racists, so they most likely are racist, right? In our world, right? I know a lot of guys would disagree with me here, right? But I just believe that if you are sprinting after a person and they have a shotgun and you are wrestling over that shotgun, I do believe that's self-defense, right? Now, I'm not defending Travis McMichael's character or anything like that. I'm just saying, to me, that's self-defense, right? So, Clack, Dan, Suarez, and in the regard of the Ahmaud Arbery case, like I said, this wasn't an incident where LeBron James said, "Oh, he was just jogging. He did nothing wrong. He was a good old boy," right? That's just my opinion, right? So if you got any disagreements, you could put it in the comments. That's fine, right? I'll apply it to you, right? But that's just my opinion, right? Because, and I'm speaking off of experience. From experience, I was gonna possibly chase a guy that pulled a pistol out on me, and I was gonna charge him. Now, if that guy would have shot me, I would have been dead, and y'all would have said I was a dumbass motherfucker, right? So I didn't die. I survived, and that's just my thing, right? So, gentlemen, what do you think is going on here in the Ahmaud Arbery case, right? Is it justified? Is it not justified? If you have any dissenting agreements, let me know. Talk to me, Clack. I know you want to hit this hard, brother.
My man started with the black guy off the rip. That's crazy. So check it. I hear what you're saying though, but here's it. Context is so important, right? Because you kind of are leaving out the fact that he was chased for so very long, right? It's Here's the thing. Like, let's say I'm trying to rob or trying to steal candy from a convenience store, and someone catches me, right? And this is not. I'm not saying this is the case right now, but this is just my analogy. And I'm trying to steal a bag of chips from the store, and the store owner catches me. Got it. If he chases me for 15, 20, 25 minutes, it goes from me being a person who's in a place where I shouldn't be to me being a person who's scared for my life, right? If I see three men corner me, I'm reacting the same way. In fact, I was there the night that Chu was about to get shot, right? I was just so drunk, I was asleep in the car. And I tell you every time you tell this story, that I feel that, you did the right thing, right? They say run away if a guy has a knife. But if you feel like a guy's about to shoot your face off, you can't run away, right? Because all he has to do is count to three and smoke you in the back of your head. So you kind of have to rush that guy. But in this case, not to deter too far away from the original point, I do believe that yes, it might have been self-defense, but what led to that point, right? Why did they have to defend themselves in the first place? Why was there a gun there? Why did they chase him, right? If somebody enters my house right now and then they leave and try to run down the driveway and I shoot his ass, that's not self-defense at that point, right? There's so many opportunities I had to let this guy go and call the cops. A lot of the cases that we're discussing now and going to discuss, you're going to see that the commonality is there are opportunities to call the police. We are not Batman and Robin. You can leave these guys to do their job. Yes, they get a bad rep for how they do their job, but that is their job. We don't have to chase people around neighborhoods. We don't have to corner people. These guys are like,
what if he's a pedophile?
If he's a pedophile, right, I would want the guy to get shot, but that doesn't mean that's the right thing that happened, right?
What the fuck
because I
out of
want
here?
something
That's
to
the
happen
right
means
thing
that
that
can happen.
happened. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. If you catch a pedophile out there, sexually harassing children in particular, you chase his ass and you give him what he deserves. And I'm saying that because YouTube is watching now, right? So, D, um,
Yo,
what's up, man? You think Ahmaud Arbery case was justified? Am I just talking shit? Is he
is this
justified in grabbing for a shotgun, even though he was chased?
so? Hold on, because there's so much cases that go on. Is this the brother that was running and them three white men? One was recording and two of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
one? Nah, listen, man, them people was wrong, man. If Fam ain't have a gun on him and he just running down the block, and I guess he ran down the wrong block, and them people felt like they had to do what they had to do. And literally, that's what it is. See, so a lot of people perceive other human beings as what they want. You know what I'm saying? Perception is a motherfucker. So if you grew up and you think that every black person wants to rob you, or every black person is a robber or a thief or something like that, maybe those white people fear for their life and they thought what they had to do was right. But at the same time, where we come from, a motherfucker just running down your block, he mind his business, is no reason to chase him down, start recording, and possibly kill him. That shit make no sense to me. So I don't see how in the world that could be self-defense. I can't have a gun and you have nothing, and that's self-defense. Unless
So
you're
hold on,
attacking.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So if you, let's say you're chasing the guy and you have a gun,
Yeah.
and the guy that you're chasing comes and fights you with your gun.
So hold on. Now you got to put it into perspective, right? So I got the gun. I'm chasing that motherfucker. I started the interaction. If he's just running, minding his business, cool. But if I start chasing him and that motherfucker think he gonna die, he got all the right to turn around and try to fight me back because I got the up on him. So if he fight me back, how the fuck is it self-defense on me if I started this? So I understand what you're saying, but it's not self-defense. You can't run around punching on niggas and then get shot and say, oh, I try to. That don't work like that, bro. If you're gonna initiate, then you have to acknowledge that he initiated. You could have let that brother kept running down the block. Who knows what would have happened? But since you chose to chase him with a gun and then try to say self-defense because he turned around and attacked you, come on, bro. Them white people were scared of, and it's not everywhere. I got a white best friend, but it's scared. They were scared.
Who's your white best friend? Why are you capping for? You ain't got no white
Right,
best
bro.
friend.
That's her name, Jenny. Man, stop playing with me.
This nigga lying.
Stop capping, bro.
Iris too. Yo, listen. So I just feel
I
like,
knew you my whole life, bro. Why you lying for?
come on, bro. I ain't got a cap on here. Ain't no cap in my rap. So it's like this, right? If my beliefs is my beliefs, and I see somebody, right? It's like how they always say when you walk by a white couple, they clutch their purse if they see that. All these are stigmas, bro, and people are gonna believe what they want to believe. Not every person goes by that, but these people, they did, and I felt like they just was fearing for their life for the Lord knows what, and they chose to initiate, and that happened. And a brother lost his life for that.
Dino,
Yeah,
being that you're the only white guy here, Dino, we love you, bro. You're a brother, man. At the end of the day, man, the Latinos and the African Americans, we claim you, brother. So you down with us, man. So what you got to say about this case, man?
Well, first thing is, let me just warn anybody watching that we got a drunk Puerto Rican alert here, So now, what I'll say, man, honestly, is I agree with what everybody said so far. I do think it was a fair verdict, and I ain't going to kiss anybody's ass. I mean, if I didn't agree, I wouldn't agree, but I think it was a fair verdict because there's like a bunch of technicalities that are going on there too. As a dude from Louisiana, I'm pretty familiar with like a lot of the stand your ground and open carry and all this kind of stuff. So you can have a gun on you, but you cannot brandish it. Like I can have one open carry, walk into a store, no problem. If I put the thing in my hand and walk in, the cops or anybody in there has got the right to shoot me. So what I'm saying is that they didn't have a reason to be chasing him with that shotgun. That whole citizen's arrest thing is, I think, what got them, that they weren't really justified in making a citizen's arrest, chasing the dude for that long. So by the time they pulled out the shotgun, it was no longer saying that he reached for it and it was self-defense. They shouldn't have been brandishing it in the first place.
Okay. Suarez.
Man, this case.
Talk to me.
This case, honestly, man, it reminds me a little bit more extreme, but it reminds me of what I feel kind of set in motion a lot of this stuff, and that's the Trayvon Martin case. Like, you got George Zimmerman, who, like, I get it. He was doing the whole Florida the stand your ground.
Who is half Hispanic?
Don't claim him. We don't claim him.
We don't claim him.
Definitely don't claim him.
Fuck you, George Zimmerman. You fucking bitch.
Fuck him.
But yeah, man, it's too hard to, like, when people want to take it upon themselves to become like vigilantes and like take the law in their hands. And the shitty part about it, man, none of this is ever gonna get solved until they find like a technology to read people's minds. That's it. We ain't solving this shit because you never know what is going on in a motherfucker's heart.
That's a fact.
He could be walking to, next to you to get to his house, just like he could be walking next to you to get behind you and fucking choke you the fuck out or something. So, but it's not. I don't trust it when people take the law in their hands and act like, it's up to them to do this shit. I'm all for self-autonomy. I'm all for, people taking, their lives and controlling and doing like the best they can with it. But to this point that these people just think they can just follow someone, and just go after him like they did. Like fuck that.
And I just want to say this, right? I only say this because, like, experience that I experienced, right? Like being, let's say, in New York City, there's no stand your ground laws. There's no self defense laws really because of my boy Dice that went to prison and stabbed somebody because of self defense. I'm saying this because let's just put it like this, right? If I have a gun and I have a right to own a gun, and let's just say what they're doing chasing him was wrong, right? But that Amar Aubrey chased them with a gun. Chased the guy that had the gun with, and they fighting over the shotgun. Fighting over the shotgun. And then he gets shot with the shotgun. To me, that's self-defense, right? Because what? I'm supposed to just give Amar Aubrey the shotgun and let him shoot me? I'm supposed to let Amar Aubrey shoot me. I'm supposed to, here's my shotgun, shoot me. I'm not gonna do that, bro. Like, so there may be a case where they get out on appeals, which most likely I see happening, because the guy that recorded got arrested. Does that make any sense, ladies and gentlemen?
I don't think he shouldn't have been. I don't think he should have been arrested.
I agree with that too. He shouldn't have been.
So Dino and D, why is the person that recorded all this, and the only reason Amar Arbery is getting justice for his name is because this guy recorded, but this guy that recorded is getting arrested. So does that make any sense?
No, definitely not, man. And one thing I actually thought too is if this guy was friends with the two, whatever they McMichaels, whatever their name is, if he was friends with them and he was recording it, there's no way that he would have recorded it if he thought they were up to no good. So I'll give him that much. He was recording it thinking he was going to record evidence that was going to clear him, or else he wouldn't have been doing it. But obviously, they were wrong. That's
like, and the only way I can see that, like, unless you hear some freak ass nigga that want to record him shooting somebody, his man's shooting at somebody. Lord knows, man, so much weird people in this world. But besides that, him recording, I don't see that going to jail. I just feel like they had 3 white people. They killed one guy, one black guy, so they wanted to lock all 3 white people up. That's how I feel that went. It shouldn't have went that way. The people who actually committed the crime and the murder should have went to jail. The guy recording shit, we wouldn't have the evidence we had if he didn't record. He should have just been let go, man. I don't think it should have. What the fuck he in jail for? Like, what you in jail for? I recorded some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't make no sense. Like, the hell what you in here for? I'll fucking record a video. So that I don't know, bro. That's weird as hell. But I mean, like, it goes back to everything being political, bro. That he just wanted. They seen 3 white guys. They assuming the 3 white guys is racist, and he did it for no reason. So they just probably wanted everybody.
I'm gonna say this: they do look racist, D. They do. If you think of a racist, you look at the McMichaels. I don't want to disparage their character or anything like that, but they look like some racists. I'm gonna tell you like that. Like when I look at my boy Dino, my man Dino, he look like motherfucking Rick Rubin. He's in the culture. You feel me? He's doing drums. He's playing with the piano. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dino is for the culture.
Hold on.
Let me hear it.
I've never seen Dino grow out his beard. This dude, like right now, he looks super approachable, right? And then one day he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna grow up my beard." So one day we're having a show. For everyone who's watching now, we used to be in a band together, and he just comes in looking like the biggest badass that ever lived. He looked like he will rip your heart out, like literally. So don't get fooled by this guy's fedora. He wears that on purpose. He wears that on purpose.
I like people to know I'm a nice guy.
You are a nice guy, Dino, and I appreciate you, brother. And I love your hat too, man. It fits your hat. It fits your head.
Boy, slow down on whatever the fuck it is you're drinking, man.
Dino reminds me a little Uzi.
We're gonna get sponsorship. Casamigos, George Clooney, he created this beautiful liquor right here. It's a tequila, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you watching, it's very delicious. You could what me and my wife do, we put Starbucks with the mango lemonade dragon fruit, and it's a great thing right there, right? So you might want to look into this little combo right here, right? Um very good, very good. So listen, Clack, what's going on here?
Yo, I thought I was muted. My bad, brother, man. We chilling, bro. You funny.
Yo, Suarez, what's up, brother? I miss you. Yo, this guy will drink a gallon of Tito's like it's nothing, bro. It
That
won't even
shit
get
is-
him drunk. I promise you. He's Colombian and Venezuelan, whatever the fuck.
Motherfucker.
So listen, we're gonna transition to the next topic. Next topic is Kanye West and Drake finally had a concert regarding Larry Hoover. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might not know who Larry Hoover is. Larry Hoover is the guy that created Gangsta Disciple, right? Now, I tell people this. I think Kanye West wants to free Larry Hoover, who's serving 200 years in life prison because he wants to stop the violence in Chicago, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the Kanye West and Drake concert that just recently happened, right?
Clack, take it.
Clack, take it. What's up, man?
Well, I'm gonna just start off. My man Kanye washed Drake. That's number one.
So
Right.
you think that Kanye will beat Drake the fuck up in the verses?
Yes, the only people who can possibly beat Kanye West in verses is a producer, right? It would have to be like a Pharrell, who at one point was like responsible for 40% of the hits on the radio that people didn't even know about, right? And in the verses, you don't only have to be the artist on the song, you also have produced it. But Kanye West has probably the best or one of the best of all time catalogs when it comes to music. And I guess Drake just read the room wrong, man. He thought it was a friendly thing, and Kanye came out with his apps, like one of his best shows. Man, he played all his classics, and then Drake came out with Way Too Sexy. Like it just wasn't matching up. But I think it was great. I think Kanye's intentions are good. Yeah, I see the drink, bro. But yeah, I think Kanye's intentions were great. Although I don't believe they'll ever free Larry Hoover.
So D, what's up, man? Kanye West versus Drake, man. Who you think got better hits, man?
Listen, man, I wasn't a Drake fan, but that boy got some heat. Kanye, I just like all his old music, man. But I don't know, bro. It's hard to go up against Drake right now, bro. Everything that nigga touches on fire, bro. Kanye definitely does have good music, but as far as like, I'm gonna go listen. I don't want to say Drake. Niggas talk this waste shit because I'm a Kanye fan too, but it's hard to beat that nigga, bro. I'm sorry. Like Kanye can say, I watched the Drink Champs interview, and I feel like he said he gotta go against 3-4 people. Listen, bro, Drake is enough, bro. That nigga got some shit that he put out that a lot of people don't want to call them classics, but he definitely does have some good music. And I mean, if Kanye played all his old shit, then I feel like it'd be a good battle. But all this Jesus, I don't know what the fuck he on now, bro. He on some shit with the moon and the stars.
Hold on. So you telling me that song was trash?
What song?
Jesus.
Yo, bro. Jesus. I think I need. Yo, bro, listen, bro.
Bro, that's fire, bro.
I like listen. It's a good harmonizing that song, but bro, niggas ain't trying to hear that, bro. You ain't gonna walk in the club and they playing Jesus.
So what you trying to hear? Let me know. What you trying to hear? What you trying to hear?
Yo, bro,
What you trying to hear when you out there in the streets, man?
Yo, bro, listen, bro. I listen to a lot of my friends, and I listen to a lot of street shit, bro. Like, R&B, but I'm not trying to hear nothing about
You
Jesus.
don't listen to R&B, bro.
Yo,
So
this
you
nigga
don't
listen to
listen
Jasmine
to
Sullivan.
R&B,
He be
man.
listening to
You don't
Jasmine
listen to
Sullivan.
R&B.
Jasmine Sullivan is not R&B, my man.
Yeah, this guy's crazy, bro. But as far as like the Larry Hoover thing, this is what I feel like. I just feel like he's trying to do something for a cause. Maybe they reached out for him and they trying to, get that man free. But I don't know too much about the whole gangster disciple or his involvement in that shit. Listen, if they gave a brother 200 years, it's gonna be a hell of a that's a hell of a task to try to get that man out. You know that that's set in stone. To overturn that, boy, he might need Jesus. I ain't gonna lie. He might need to play that bitch a couple more times, bro, because that's what he gonna need.
Dino, what's up, man?
You know, I gotta be honest. I don't know a lot about the case, but what little bit I think I know, that dude's pretty guilty. You know, so I don't think it's gonna work. You know,
Guilty but okay. So I just want to say this. Let's say the guy is guilty, but he's the only one that could save Chicago. Do you agree in letting him out if he agrees to not continue any criminal activity?
I mean, you know, you saying he can save Chicago. I mean, that's an awfully big thing, like a blanket statement to say. But if somehow you could tangibly prove that if he got out, he would work out some kind of a peace truce between everybody, I would say that would be worth it. You know, like let him try to atone for his sins, so to speak. But I mean, that's just over my head on this, man. Yeah, I don't know if that's possible or if it even makes sense.
So Suarez, let's say Larry Hoover, you're the district attorney, and you Kanye West and Drake is pleading to you, right? And you say, hey, if you left Larry Hoover out, the crime statistic in Chicago won't be as high as it is now, right? Would you let Larry Hoover free, even though he's the leader of the Gangster Disciples?
Just because Kanye and Drake said it, fuck that. No. You know what I mean? Like I need some proof. I need to see some plans, see what the fuck is gonna happen. But just because two famous people said it, nah. You know, like, and maybe that dude could get off if like Trump was in office, because you know he was pardoning rappers left and right. He had Kim Kardashian in there like helping people with the justice reform and shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know shit about the case either. So I don't really want to speak on it.
So let's just say, right? Do you think Kim Kardashian was sucking Donald Trump dick?
What?
Holy shit, dude. Well, that's an image I can't get out of my head.
But this shit went off the rails quick, huh?
Listen, that's a question Clack wanted me to ask.
Yo, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't have nothing to
See with
say.
that nigga Pete Davidson right now. Pete Davidson and Miley Cyrus, man. That shit is
Fuck
crazy.
Pete Davidson. Fuck your life.
Bing bong.
Bing bong, bitch.
Yo, but if Kanye and Drake do a versus, I hope what happened with 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs happens, where they threw a fucking microphone at each other and they just get into it. That's the only way I'd watch that shit.
I just heard that.
Yo, let me tell you something right now, right? I love Bone Thugs in Harmony. That was fucking dope, to be honest, right? Y'all don't think so? That event that happened, Crazy Bones said "suck my dick" to 3-6 Mafia.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Hold on. D, can you explain to the people and Dino specifically why that term was crazy? I want to travel point.
Who, me?
Yeah, D,
Yeah.
since you're in the Bronx, explain to the people why "sucking my dick" is such a terrible phrase.
Yo, listen, man. Niggas get killed over that shit, man. Especially if you in them streets. Even if you not in the streets, bro. You cannot be running around here and telling another man suck your dick. Like, the fact that he escalated it that far, there shouldn't have been no peace after that. Them niggas should have ended that
But
versus
why is it so disrespectful though,
bro?
D?
Because you gotta think about it, bro. Like, that's you inviting a man to your peace, bro. You not supposed to.
So
do
what?
That,
Why is that so disrespectful?
yo, bro?
You a lot of gay people out here undercover. That's why I say that.
Nah, hell no. You cannot do that. That's a Cardinal Street rule. If you arguing with a nigga and you say suck my dick, that's initiation. I want to fight. We want to die. I want to do everything I want to do that's violent, because there's no peace after that. Like I don't see no scenario where I'm in an argument with somebody and I say suck my dick and then we shake hands later. Once you do that, it's like, I mean, I don't know how they take in the other spots or other places. New York is probably like the home, the birth home for that being the top violation, you know, of you
So
telling
Not
New
in
York
somebody,
is
Harlem.
the home of the SMD.
yo,
Not in
yeah, like,
Harlem. In Harlem, they play that shit.
So what if I told my brother, suck my dick, little nigga?
oh my God.
As
You
long as
want
he
to
don't
fight that
say
little nigga.
okay.
The reason I say that is I told my little brother suck my dick because he's 12 years old, 13, 14 years old, thinking he could talk to me however he want, right? So little kids, I want you to know if you speak to me any reckless way, I will not handle it very fine, very kindly. Like little kids, you better play Crash Bandicoot and you better play Pokemon. You start talking that gangster shit with me, this shit's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Suarez, why are little kids so disrespectful to their older brothers? Because the youngest little brother in my family wanted to play with me, right? Play with me in the sense that, like, bro, just show me respect, bro. I done bought you clothes, sneakers, and did all this. Like, don't play with me like that, right? So why would little kids wanna disrespect their older brothers because all this TikTok and social media bullshit that's going on out there right now, right? Because like I'm to let you know right now, like I'll beat the fuck out of a little kid right now, right? If you hit me first, I'm well within my right to fuck you up right now, right? Dino, you might not agree with me, or you might agree with me, but I'm gonna let you know. If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you second, and that's it, right? If you hit my wife, and my wife is getting jumped, and I'm gonna fuck all you bitches up. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I don't
Man,
care.
did any of us sign up for this shit?
Sign up for what? What the fuck? Sign up for what, Dino?
Man, come on, man.
Yo,
Dino, Dino.
listen,
If anyone, Dino, if someone's beating your wife, what you gonna do?
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Fuck, yeah, man, shit.
Yeah,
I ain't expecting you to say nothing
just
otherwise,
yeah.
but shit.
Listen, I'm telling people right now. If you hit my little brother, if you hit my wife, I'm fucking yeah. That's it. I'm just
listen, let
telling
me
you
say,
right now,
I'm
bro.
gonna let somebody else go, right? I'm gonna let somebody else go, but I just want to say this about this shit. Cause suck like back in the days, like suck my dick was really like, you know, that's like top violation. But right now, I feel like everybody and their mother saying that shit, bro. People are saying that shit like it's a
Is it a
fucking like they
cultural
was
thing?
born
You
to say
think?
that shit.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's a
like
cultural thing?
they trying to be honest, they taking it's not as high, like I don't know, bro. People say that shit to their friends playing around and it lost the true value of it being a violation because motherfuckers say that shit like it's nothing now. And I think that's these young niggas that's out here in the streets running around with, you know, they got their hand on a gun or they've been in a couple fights now. And it's just the culture, bro. You know, we old heads, bro. Like we not old heads, but we from the 80s. So it's like
We from
when
the
you
80s.
get up here and it's the 2000s and the motherfuckers is born, like we're in 2021. So if somebody that was born in 2000 is 21 years old, them motherfuckers don't know the value, you know what I'm saying, or what we've been through or what we've grown. So it's like everything right now is watered down, bro. And they watered that shit down. You know, only them old heads, like that's why I'm so surprised that he said that on stage. Cause he an old nigga. He should know that's violation, you know? For him to do that, like I guess he wanted to take it there, bro.
And that was Juicy J. Juicy J said that shit to Busy Bone. Busy Bone's
Yeah.
the one that threw that fucking chucked that microphone right at his head.
They was about to sing Crossroads on that motherfucker, you heard?
Clyde,
Like,
what's going on?
tell me why.
Clyde, was they about to sing Crossroads on the motherfuckers or what? Talk to me.
You're muted.
You're muted, sir.
You muted, bro.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yep,
we can
now
hear
you
you,
good.
man.
Yeah, bro. I felt like that shit should have stopped right there, like D said, bro. Like that's wicked to
Why?
me. And
Why should it stop?
so I just want you guys to like, not you guys here on this podcast, but whoever's listening, to close your eyes and envision this, right? If you're a man, this is what this guy's asking you to do. He's asking you to go, let's say maybe you're 6 feet, maybe 5'7"
Nah,
to
he's
6
going
feet, right?
crazy.
He wants you to lower yourself and get on your knees until you're about, maybe 3'9", maybe 4 feet or whatever you're on your knees, however tall you are when you're on your knees. He wants you to unzip his pants and unbuckle his jeans. Then he wants you to lower them to his ankle area and then lower his drawers as well. He then wants you to get him erect and to put your mouth around his
Hey, yo.
That is what he's
Bro, we
asking
don't need
you.
no more explanation, man.
Yo,
So do you understand? Do you understand why that's wild, bro? Like, don't get me wrong. If you're homosexual, then that's fine. You know what I mean? But if you are a heterosexual man, that is what this guy is asking you to do, and he's saying it because he knows that that's gonna get you mad. So he's not saying it as, "Hey, if you're up for it, I'm up for it too." He's saying this to anger you. That's why that is crazy.
Clack, come on, man. You was very graphic right there, man. What's going on here, man?
I had to drill that shit home so the next time that someone says it to somebody else and they get shot in the face, they know why. In that half a second, they're still alive.
Dino.
Yep.
Within the white community?
Yo,
what is the repercussions for saying "suck my dick"?
Man, I was actually thinking about that. And seriously, I don't think anybody ever says it. I don't mean like, we're not being rude to each other, but I think that there's just different things that I heard growing up, excuse language, whatever, probably going to get edited for this shit. But, it would be more like calling somebody faggot, or something like that, just the phrase "suck my dick" was never just really, it was just never used. So I just can't say.
So, and within the white community, what is the most disrespectful thing you can say in the white community? Is it Fredo? Like, calling Chris Cuomo Fredo? Or,
Man, first thing is that's just Italians, which of course I am, but ain't nobody gives a fuck about that, man. That's some made up shit they got on the fucking news or whatever. Ain't nobody gives a fuck. Nobody ever called anybody Fredo. That's just fucking stupid. Never happened.
So what we're trying to understand is, what is the most disrespectful thing you could call a white person? Like, in the black community, the most disrespectful thing you could say probably is NIGER, right? In the Hispanic community, it could possibly be a wetback, right? Or
spick.
Something,
or hate being called spick,
right?
So, man, Clack actually brought up something a long time ago. He said he was talking to some white dude about, if they say proud to be white, what is that? Is that a dog whistle for racism or just whatever? So this kind of ties into it. I don't know of anything that offends white people. You would have to, like, if somebody if a white dude comes up to me and says, "Hey, you pale, bald ass motherfucker," I just say, "Yeah, whatever, dude," and just keep fucking walking. If he came up to me and said, "Dago," you dumb fucking Dago, or whatever,
What's a Dago?
Huh?
What's a Dago?
Italian. There you go. You learned something new today.
Dago,
Guinea, Wop, whatever. Any one of those, then you'd know that the guy was trying to start something with you. If you were Irish,
you like to fucking eat meatballs and fucking cannolis, you motherfucker. What would that mean?
That would actually sound
cannoli eating motherfucking meatball, pastrami sauce. Yeah. What would that mean?
Yeah, this nigga's sick, yo.
That wouldn't mean shit to anybody. They would say you a drunk ass motherfucker and just keep walking.
I gotta challenge you, Dino. I gotta challenge you on one. So so I can't speak from a white guy's perspective, right? Or anything other than a black man.
Why can't you?
Because I, legally got my ethnicity changed when I was 15 years old. So I'm now black, but I was Caucasian. So they'll accept me.
Clack, let the guests know that historically, your grandmother fucking made beats for Kanye West, man.
So yeah, she was actually sampled on "My Way," which is one of Kanye West's earlier songs, and she was also sampled by Little Kim, Irene Reed. She was on the cover of the Jet magazine and all that. You know, she
Fire.
toured with Count Basie in the band. She was a jazz singer. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I was going to make the point about the term that can kind of offend white people. I don't know about white people in general, but I think white women really get offended now when they're called Karens.
Oh my god.
Well, what if they
Yo, bro,
say
can
they're
we-
not Karen, but they
I don't
are a
think so.
Karen?
I don't think anybody
so-
gives a shit about that.
Yo, D and Suarez. Yo, how many fucking Karens you see out there in New York City? And where you from? Wyoming? Suarez?
Where I live in Ohio, bro. I'm
You
surrounded
live in
by
Ohio? You sure you live in Ohio? I was in a fucking hockey game, and if we play you in hockey, we'll fuck you up, bro. I'm just telling you that right now.
hockey, motherfucker. I don't give a shit about hockey. I'm from Colombia. The only ice we got is in the fridge. I don't fucking do hockey.
Football.
Yo, before we move
Yo.
on, listen, man. The toughest line I heard somebody say to a white guy, bro, was in Scarface when he called the nigga a white piece of bread. That shit was the funniest shit I ever heard. Nigga said, "Shut up, you white piece of bread." Yo, that shit is fucking hilarious to me, bro, because it's like, what, bro? Like, it's no real insult. Like he was saying, bro, it's really hard, and that to me, that's a cultural thing too. You know, everybody's gonna take what they want to the extreme. You know,
So
and
is
we
that
all
funny
got
or
concerns.
hilarious?
That's fucking hilarious to me, bro. Fucking white piece of bread, bro. That's fucking crazy.
So what if people came and said, "Hey, you're a fucking dirty fucking piece of cracker coffee"?
Man, what the fuck are you saying, dude? Who the fuck's gonna say that? Come on, man.
But I
Man,
think
I think we got to start wrapping this motherfucker up, man. Before you pass out.
Dino, you never dunk crackers into coffee?
Fuck no. And actually, you know what, man?
That's some Spanish shit too.
Let me just tell you some. Let me tell you some truth here too, man. Okay, I never heard the word cracker until I heard Chris Rock say it when I went and saw him in like 1994 or something like that. Never even fucking heard it. I don't think anybody ever used it until the 90s.
It's crazy. It's crazy though how like it's only the minorities, like the derogatory terms towards us that kind of hit the hardest. Because I told you too, like the first time I was on the show a couple months ago, man, the shit that I got called when I used to live in Wisconsin. Like I told y'all the heaviest shit I ever got called, and it like I've been called stuff before, and I fought the motherfuckers or we did something, but I got called a brown nigger one time, straight to my face, and it couldn't register it because I was like what, like it just I don't know, bro. It took the fucking ground from me.
Who the fuck called my nigga Suarez a brown nigga? We're gonna fuck you up right now, nigga.
Yo, Suarez.
Suarez, tell
So-
niggas to pull up right now, nigga. We not playing that shit, man. Racism is dead, pussy. Yo, D, tell them niggas, man. We not playing that racist shit no more, man.
Yo, bro, I to be honest, it's so crazy, bro. Cause when you from the hood, like I really don't got too much racist stories, bro. They niggas don't play with us like that, bro. Like it's very few. Like I mean, I guess like if you travel a lot and you from like New York, you may encounter some shit. But in New York, bro, it's really hard. The motherfucker ain't saying that shit, bro. Just out. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't happen, bro. I ain't gonna lie. At least not. I ain't experienced
Yo,
no shit
D,
like that.
you explained it to the T, and that's why I always try to tell people. Like, I was born and raised in the projects, and racism you don't really see. What you will see is police brutality, where police officers will just stop you in the middle of the street and tell you
Right.
to hey, let me search you. But Eric Adams, that black fucking golden nut, he got a golden nut. Have you seen? He got the golden. And
I think we got to start wrapping this up in a little bit, man.
Yo, am I lying? Doesn't
know enough about
Eric
it.
Adams have a baldy?
Yeah, that man do got a body.
He do got a baldy. So most likely I know how he looks, and he looks like a perpetrator of the highest disorder. And what we try to say is that we mean we don't mean no harm. We come, we try to work, we try to make enough hours for our family, to make enough money for our family. But according to the Joe Biden economy,
Jesus Christ.
yo, stop it, yo, Dino. You know I'm drunk. You know I'm drunk.
Next
You
moment.
fucking skinhead. Come on, man.
Man.
How you gonna do that to your co-host, man? You know I'm fucking drunk, man.
Exactly. I'm trying to save you
Yo,
from
that's
yourself.
tequila fucking that nigga up.
Listen, the reason being is, listen, we want everyone to work in perpetuity with everyone else in life, right? We want everyone to make a decent salary um to live for their family, right? It's not a hard thing. It's not a hard thing to bargain for their family, right? Um, according to Joe Biden's I'm drunk, bro.
Yeah, listen. How about this?
I'm
Yep.
drunk, bro.
How about we tell everybody good night and we wrap up saying, man, we hope what everybody takes away from this is we can joke with each other, talk honest with each other, and I don't know, whatever the fuck. Just don't be that goddamn drunk.
Yo, listen, don't fucking wear a hat like Dino, like Maz. That shit
Gentlemen,
is
Suarez, why don't you get and put in your closing statements here, man?
yo.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate this
Go
time.
ahead.
God, Choo, bro.
We're gonna cut you off, Chew.
Bro. All right, I appreciate this time, man. It was nice getting to meet, Dan, Clack, everybody. Seeing Choo again. Hope you're alive tomorrow. Text me how fucking hungover you are, man. Let me know.
Dan, brother, nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, nice meeting y'all too.
Pleasure.
But bro, listen, man. Next time we gotta do this, man. If y'all give me the pleasure of joining again, I like to talk about it's a lot going on like that. I feel like we could touch on when it comes to things like the Me Too thing and how women are just like trying to get rid of men and everything has just become sexualized and it's like shit. These women rather you be gay than actually be a man nowadays. It's so hard to just be a heterosexual male because you can't even talk to a female now without them trying to say some type of form of like harassment or something. So that those type of things, man, I would love to speak on because I just feel like everything's been taken overboard in that area. And we as men, bro, we gotta speak up for this type of shit, bro.
Yeah, Dan, you will be back on with us, bro. That's a good idea.
Yo, quick question. Yo,
Thank you, brother.
I love my brother Dan. I love my brother Suarez. I love my brother Clack. I love my brother fucking Dino, man. And I just want to let ladies and gentlemen know out there, these are some of the most respectable gentlemen you could ever meet out there in the universe. Dating back on the Milky Verse, dating back the motherfucking whatever universe, right? These gentlemen right here, these guys you want to aspire to embody, right? These guys are taking care of their children. These guys are married. These guys are taking care of their wives, right? So in this podcast, I just want you, ladies and gentlemen, know that these ladies and gentlemen, they are protecting their family. And that's all. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? When it comes to Mons, when it comes to Dan, when it comes to Clack, when it comes to Suarez, when it comes to Clack, Chew, protect your family, man. Even if you're a pussy, we don't care if you're a pussy, but as long as at the end of the day you protect your wife from being robbed, we love you and respect you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, I'm the biggest pussy. I'm not gonna do nothing with anyone attack my wife because my wife is good to go. But I'm gonna let you know, if you attack my wife, I'm gonna hurt you.
Chew.
You see what I'm saying?
Man, why don't you sober up a little bit and then text us later?
and that too, that too, like, and just let you know, like, we don't allow nothing to happen to our wives, our baby mothers.
Bro, you cut off Clack. Clack didn't get to say his word, his piece to say.
I got Clack. I got Clack. I
Yeah,
got Clack.
yeah, Clark, come on, man.
I'm just letting people know, like, we cherish our women, we cherish our children, and we're not gonna let nothing happen to them. And if anything do happen to them, we'll subjugate them to the gutlet. And if
All right,
anything
Clark,
happens,
hop in, brother.
yeah,
Hop in.
hop in.
Hey, I just want to say I hope this is not the last time I'm on here with you guys. I truly enjoy speaking with you gentlemen. You know, I think next time will be bigger and better. And let's go do Bronx, man. Let's do it. I look forward to the UFC fights tonight, and then maybe next
Yes,
time
sir.
we speak, we can talk about the results.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, Dino, send us home, Dino. What's up?
Oh man, that's it, man. Tonight was good. All of y'all are gonna be back, man. I thought this was fun as hell, man. Dan, great having you on. Suarez, second time always. And of course, Clack, you were invited from the start. So we're all gonna do this again. I'm gonna sign us out right now before Chu says anything else fucking ridiculous, man. Peace later.
All right, bro. Later, man.
Yeah.